We're learning that a resolution has been passed by the NCP's Disciplinary Committee against Ajit Pawar and 8 other MLAs, the ones who defected. It reads that these defections were done in such a secretive manner without the knowledge or consent of the party president and amounts to the desertion of the party, which in turn invites disqualification. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's Yasha Kotak for more on this. Yasha, over to you.
Yes, in fact, now we have this has been passed, and this, in fact, post the letters that were submitted by MLAs who are with Sharad Pawar right now. This, in fact, speaks about how these 9 MLAs had defected secretly. Now, this, in fact, like we've discussed about, is a part of the whole defection law, anti-defection law. Here, like we're saying that there have been grounds that have clearly been laid so that those who are crossing over from the party lines, a similar instance like what happened with Shiv Sena cannot take place with NCP. Here, apart from also putting their grounds with the election commission and also speaking to the speaker about those who've defected, that is a ground that has been laid. And apart from that, considering right now the whip is with those with Sharad Pawar, and leader of opposition has been announced, Ajit Pawar has been announced as the leader of opposition, which is where this stance has also been put so that disciplinary action is put in place. Like my colleague Vinay already mentioned, that all would in fact depend on 5th of July when there will be a show of strength by both the factions, because as of now there is no clarity as to how many people have defected towards Ajit Pawar. But as of now, considering that these 9 people who were present in the oath taking, and as of now the names of the nine people is clearly out, which is why disciplinary action has in fact been mentioned against these 9 people, and which is where we see that now there's a hectic round of discussion that is taking place. One, of course, at Devgiri. On the other hand, we're seeing discussions and show of strength taking place with those who are with Sharad Pawar as well. Sharad Pawar, who's already on his way to Karad, where there'll be a huge gathering where we see that all his supporters, while he's obviously heading from Pune towards Satara, he's seeing that there are people at each and every constituency who are coming and greeting him. They're extending support to him. But over and above that, these few days and the kind of support that both these factions would receive would be crucial to understand who exactly who exactly most of the MLAs are with. Here, the matter is all about number game, and as of now, the number game, while Ajit Pawar claims is with him, there's no clarity on either of the front, which is why, as a precautionary measure, we see that there has this disciplinary action has also been initiated.
But what does this really mean in the larger scheme of things as a disciplinary action, considering that the revolt is already taking place, Ajit Pawar has already taken oath?
So here, this is the fight to keep the name of NCP with them. Here, disciplinary action clearly means what we had seen Shiv Sena also initiate earlier. But questions were raised at that point with Shiv Sena, because it was said that there was a mistake that Uddhav Thackeray had committed wherein he stepped down from his position. Here, all these disciplinary action are in fact setting a ground to ensure that the Supreme Court order that had come in earlier can be used as a reference in case there's a legal battle that needs to be fought. Also, this ensures that the NCP name stays with them, the NCP symbol stays with this party, and a clear-cut communication in case of a legal battle, or if an anti-defection law needs to be put into place, can also be initiated when it comes to these people who have defected. This, in fact, also sets a trend for those whose names are not yet cleared when it comes to the NCP faction between Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar. While there are 9 names which have already come out in open, there are, like we say, more 44 MLAs whose stance is not yet clear, and of course both the factions would try to push them to their side. The disciplinary action being initiated on the name of the party president would in fact set a trend, would also mean that the other MLAs, if they're trying to go towards the Ajit Pawar faction, there will be a precautionary stance that has been taken, and it would in fact be a stance wherein they would think twice before moving over to the other faction. So these are some of the grounds that are being laid for in case there's a larger legal battle that needs to be fought. Because what we saw with Shiv Sena earlier, just last year, was there was a long legal battle that was fought, but because there were certain aspects that were missing, right from the fact that there was no clear-cut communication, or the fact that that Uddhav Thackeray let go of his position as the CM without informing the concerned authorities. These were some of the these were some of the aspects and some of the arguments that led to the fact that the legal battle is still on. And Uddhav Thackeray seems to be losing out on not only the party symbol but also the party name and MLAs as well. So here NCP has taken all those precautions, and which is where right from informing the Election Commission to initiating this disciplinary measure or also reaching out to the speaker, all this is laying ground for a larger scheme of things that can roll out for NCP.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.